Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, beautiful people. It always takes a while, a little bit at the beginning of going live to understand that, yes, I am live. Hope you are well whenever and wherever you are seeing this video. And let's talk about the magic of the moon for this week. I have here a little app on my phone that shows me the stages of the moon, and I use it as a guide in my day-to-day navigation through the mysteries of the solar system. So we are in the first quarter moon. Today and tonight, this is the energy that is presented to us. And the first quarter moon, it's called like this because if we look at the whole path of the moon as a circle, when she's new moon together with the sun, they are both here, and now the moon has gone for quarter of her path uh, in this cycle. So the sun is already in Leo. We have entered this wonderful summery, sunny energy. And the quarter, the 90 degrees square with Leo, it's Scorpio. So right now the moon is in Scorpio. She's going to be exact in some hours, but we are already feeling the energy. And when the moon is in first quarter, it means that, and if you actually have clear sky, you can look up in the sky so you can see her. She is half illuminated and half in the darkness. So for me, it's very interesting to look at this and see how right now the moon is presenting herself in both of these facets, because even if we see only we see more present the light, we can also see the part that is darkness, and we know that that is there. So the energy of the masculine and the feminine, the light and the darkness, are in equal moment right now. And based on Kaipacha, for the ones that don't know, I am a fan of Kaipacha. He does weekly astrological videos on Wednesday, the paradigm shift astrology. He has a beautiful community. And in the last video I was listening from him, he was explaining it so good that how the first quarter cycle, so no matter if it's the first quarter moon or if it's any other cycle that planets can do with each other, it can be called a crisis in action. So for me, the first quarter moon, and to better explain this crisis in action, is that at the new moon we plant, and then we have the next energy to start moving towards the direction of what is it that we want. And that the first quarter, it is basically the sprout of that seed. So it is a moment of, it's a paradoxical moment, both exactly like the moon, shadow and light, because the seed, when it cracks, it is that silence, deep silence in the deep darkness of the Mother Earth, and then something cracks. So it's an immense strength that comes from the inside of the seed that manages to crack its shell and start growing. So basically that's why it's called the crisis in action, because it's a critical moment, right? Anything goes wrong in that cracking, maybe the seed would not be able to sprout, or something can go sideways. And for us also in our cycle, it is a moment of stillness and action in the same time. Is that stillness of being able to listen, the rumble, the inside rumble, and then make that crack, make that opening, and start allowing to come whatever needs to come, that will be in full bloom when the moon is full. So from here in 1 week. And then this first quarter moon of today, it's happening in Scorpio, and Scorpio has deals with sexuality, deals with power, deals with death and rebirth, with transformation, with other people's money, with other people's opinion on me, with other people's resources. So it can be a very strong sign of transformation. And if we go back to the first quarter moon, is being able to sit in this intense energy of Scorpio with everything that it brings, and allow to emerge whatever needs to emerge. So this is going to be the energy that is going to open this week. We are going to have the moon in Scorpio today, tomorrow. Starting Wednesday, she moves on and she goes into Sagittarius. So whatever is that emerged in Scorpio with this energy of the first quarter moon in Sagittarius has the opportunity to grow even further, to go beyond. Remembering that right now, Sagittarius, the moon in Sagittarius will oppose Venus in Gemini. So the energy of the goddess, the energy of the relationships, the energy of abundance is going to be in complete opposition with the moon, making us see what do we need to grow and take even further. In Gemini, Venus gathers information, and the moon in Sagittarius is able to compile all that information and make like the essence of it and the goal that we can have from gathering all this information. So we are going to have the moon in Sagittarius, starting with Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We are going to move towards Capricorn. So the weekend is going to be a Capricorn kind of weekend. In Capricorn, I always remember that we have Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter, and they are all retrograde. So is this bundle of Capricornian energy, because they are in retrograde, maybe it's not that active, but the moon anyway, it's her monthly cycle, joins this bundle of energy in Capricorn, activates again whatever needs to be activated from this energy of the sea goat, this energy of thinking about our status, our work life, our career, or our objectives, what is the mountains that we need to climb. Also inside and outside, because with the Plutonian energy, we are invited to look what are the mountains and the valleys that are hidden inside that need to come to light. And on 3rd of August, next Monday, the moon enters Aquarius, and we are going to have the full moon in Aquarius opposing the Leo sign, and I'm going to talk about that next week. So this is for this week. What's happening for me today is that I'm very present with one specific energy, which is the energy of the goddess Innana. She is a Sumerian goddess. She was worshipped before Christ, 4,000 years to 2,000 years before Christ, when the humanity was celebrating and honoring female deities as well. We are returning nowadays to this awareness. And this goddess, for me, is very connected with the story of Venus also. So I think astrology, it's also different types of myths that we can look at. What's very specific about Inanna and very known about her legends is the famous descent of the goddess or descent of Inanna. And in this story, Inanna um, has to go on a journey in the underworld where she has to meet with her twin sister, the dark one, the rebel one, the one that was banished from the kingdom. And in this journey of the descent, she needs to take off all her clothes, all her accessories, this symbolically meaning that she needs to present herself naked, vulnerable with everything that she is in front of her dark sister. And here, of course, the sister is not necessarily a physical sister, it is the dark aspect of ourselves, our shadow, those parts of ourselves that we don't like, we don't accept, we don't want, we can be disgusted of, or we can reject, or we can judge ourselves of how could we have been this person, or how can we have this inside of us. So in her journey, she presents herself naked, vulnerable in front of her dark sister, and there the embrace happens. It needs to happen if Inanna is to emerge back to the surface more powerful, more whole, more aligned and centered with who she is. So for me, that's the representation of our own journey, being able to look at our shadow, being able to integrate it, to embrace it, if we really want to acclaim our power, if we really want to be sovereigns of our own lives. Only then we can emerge more powerful. If we keep on, shoving under the carpet whatever it is that we don't like about us, or if we keep on fighting with whatever it is that we don't like about us, that's not going to make us more powerful. On the contrary, that's going to exhaust us. That's going to take a lot of energy from us. Embracing this shadow by looking it naked into its eye, by being able to fully accept it, by being able to see all the gifts, all the treasures that are hidden in this darkness of ours, and embracing it, realizing it that the fusion of light and darkness, it's necessary, then only then we can emerge more powerful. So connecting with this energy, with the descent of the goddess and with Inanna, let's enter into a guided meditation to meet a little bit that shadow side of us and see what is it that we can bring to the surface, what is it that we can bring back to light so it can be healed and integrated, um, so forth, so we can become more whole. As in any meditation, take your comfortable seat. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. If you are sitting, place your feet on the ground, or if you are sitting completely on the floor, make sure your lower back is feeling good, it's feeling safe. I'm preparing the cards so I can immediately draw the cards after we come out from meditation using the energy of the meditation. And if it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes and you can immediately drop your attention to the breathing. If it is not comfortable for you to close your eyes, or you are not in a place where you can do that, you can simply just choose a point and start gazing towards that point with eyes semi open. And we breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth as much as it's possible for you. And we use the power of our imagination, we use the power of our breath and the power of our sensations to create and enter into this journey. And we gain awareness of our heart, of our chest, and with every inhalation and exhalation, we start expanding the energy of our own heart from a small little dot to a ball, to a beach ball, until the energy of our own hearts is surrounding us, it's holding our entire body, and it can be rounded or it can be egg shaped. Give it a color, give it a texture, give it a shape that feels more comfortable for you, that comes easier. And with every inhale and exhale, we breathe in and out all the qualities that our heart has. We bask into love, compassion, forgiveness, unconditional love, acceptance, care and kindness, courage and vulnerability, presence and alignment. And any other heart qualities that come to you, call them, knowing that when you inhale, you are infusing yourself with these qualities. And when you exhale, you are giving these qualities back to your safe, egg shaped or round shaped energy around you. And in this energy, we start visualizing a temple. See its colors, its shapes, its energy. A temple that seems and looks like from another dimension. A temple of our own hearts. And we enter this temple humble and in the same time with our chin up, feeling safe to enter this temple, knowing that an initiation can take place here if we allow it. And we try to look around at the details inside of these temples. If there are things that come to us, we let them come. And as we walk around, as we breathe in and out the air, the energy of this temple, we notice on the left side a door. a door that is opened and shows us stairs going down. There's no light, just the light that can come from outside of the temple. And there's an invitation for us to go down these stairs. And armed with all these beautiful, powerful heart qualities, we take one step, the second step, going down these stairs, the third step, slowly leaving the light behind, the fourth step, the fifth step. Darkness is embracing us, it's calling us. The sixth step, the seventh step, 7 stairs. We are now in darkness. It's a darkness that it's familiar. We know it. We feel it since a very long time. And in this darkness, what is slowly approaching us and what we can start to distinguish, it is that part of ourselves that we so much rejected, judged, pushed away from us, from our light, from our consciousness. And we let come whatever needs to come, any image, any memory, any sensation of this version of ourselves that we neglected for so long. And we just sit with her. We are now here to listen, to receive, to just be with this version of ourselves that can bring so much pain, so much hurt, so much disgust, so much fear, so much judgment. We just sit with it. No more rejection, just acceptance. No more judgment, just compassion. We listen. We ask, what does she need to tell us? We are here now. And we give thanks for any message, image, sensation that we received, even if it was silence. And we embrace this presence, we embrace this energy in a warm, loving hug. We embrace ourselves in all of our facets, even the darker ones. We give thanks for everything, and we slowly say our goodbyes to this place, having inside of us incorporated this shadow, this version of ours, in a loving embrace in all of ourselves. And we look back into the light and we start going up the stairs. First step, second, third, feeling how darkness is leaving behind us. Fourth step, fifth step, sixth. We are almost there. One last final step, the seventh. Being back again in the cathedral, in the temple of our own hearts. Cherishing this experience. And slowly we walk around the temple for one more time, finding our way out, leaving this wonderful place, knowing that we can always return, we can always come back. We are back into the heart energy bubble. And with every breath, inhale and exhale, this energy around us starts to diminish, to go smaller and smaller. We make it to the size of a volleyball, the size of a tennis ball. Until there is a small dot point inside of our hearts, merging with our heart, with the beating of our heart. Knowing that this space it's always something and somewhere we can always go back to. Together, let's take 3 complete cycles of breath. One more. And the last one. We bring our hands in front of our chest, closing like this experience, this space. We bow our head to our hands, bowing the wisdom of the mind to the wisdom of the heart, thanking ourselves for this experience, thanking each other, thanking everyone who saw this, who allowed this, who gave themselves to this experience. And in your own time, you can move hands, feet, any part of the body that needs to be moved. And as you are coming back here and now, I'm gonna just jump directly into the cards, asking for a message for us for this week's energy. From the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. And asking for a message also from Buddha's wisdom, knowing that the unity comes from the integration of the light and shadow, the masculine and the feminine, and all its different facets. So, welcome. Welcome back. You can always leave a comment or write me privately if you know me in person to tell me how this meditation was for you. How do you feel? If you feel the need to share a message, images, or anything that appeared, I'm here to listen. And the beautiful cards of this week are from the Divine Feminine, we have Enhedwana. Enhedwana is the High Priestess. Her message is, I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. And a little bit of the story of the Enhedwana says that she was one of the high priestesses of Inanna. She was in charge with merging the gods and goddesses of two different cultures. And she was a beautiful writer, poet. She wrote some beautiful psalms. And for me, it's just a reminder to keep on honoring this energy of the Inanna and keep on honoring the merging of the culture that is happening nowadays. Also, we see how we can choose to believe in all the gods and all the deities from different cultures, knowing that there's no right and wrong. It's just understanding that the message has always been the same message, which for me, it's always going back to love. And the card from the Buddha Wisdom deck is the card number 20. It's the world. And it says, look upon this world as a bubble, as a mirage. If you think of it as such, you will look elsewhere for the real. Look upon this world as a royal chariot. The foolish long for it, but the wise do not touch it. Those who have known the misery and have found silence brighten up the world like the moon that is free of clouds. For me, the message here, it's more about the world and how the world it's in this fusion, and this fusion, it's inviting us to become one with our souls and to create a legacy that is based on love. This is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are going to have an amazing week ahead. Allow to emerge what needs to emerge through you. And I'll see you next Monday. Take care.